I refused to save my half-sister from foster care after discovering my dad's secret affair. When I was 15, my mom got brain cancer. She was on hospice for 9 months, and I watched her slowly fade away. A month before she died, I found out something that destroyed my world. My dad was having an affair with my mom's best friend, Jessica. They claimed they were just supporting each other through the grief, that it wasn't supposed to hurt anyone. My mom was too sick to understand what was happening around her. She'd lost most of her hearing and vision, and I was basically the only one taking care of her while dad was off with Jessica. I told my dad I was done and moved in with my mom's parents. When mom finally passed away, I was holding her hand while dad was nowhere to be found. At the funeral, I learned the truth was even worse than I thought. My aunt pulled me aside and told me this affair had been going on for years, not just during mom's illness. When I was 7 years old, Jessica got pregnant with my dad's baby. She had an abortion, so my mom would never find out about the affair. 8 years of lies while my mom trusted her best friend completely. I cut off all contact with my dad and Jessica. I told my dad's parents I never wanted to hear about them again, didn't want to be invited anywhere they'd be, and refused any help fixing those relationships because there was nothing to fix. My grandparents said they understood and respected my decision. For 8 years, I built a life without them. I went to college, got a good job, and finally felt like I was healing from all the trauma. 3 weeks ago, my dad's parents called with news. Both my dad and Jessica had died in a car accident, and they left behind a 2-year-old daughter together. No one had made arrangements for this little girl, and she was in temporary foster care. They wanted me to contact social services and offer to take her. They said they'd help me financially, that she needed a family, and that she was my sister, whether I liked it or not. They kept saying to forget she was the affair baby and just think of her as my flesh and blood. I told them absolutely not. I'm not taking in some random child just because we share DNA. If they were so concerned, they could adopt her themselves, but I wanted no part of it. They tried everything to change my mind. They said Jessica's family had already been contacted and refused to take her. They begged me to at least meet her once, see how sweet she was. Maybe I'd change my mind. I stood firm. I told them my decision was final, and if they chose to adopt her, that was their choice. But they needed to know they'd get zero help from me. No babysitting, no relationship, nothing. That's when they contacted my mom's parents and started harassing them. They told my grandparents to convince me to give this innocent child a chance, that I was being cold and heartless toward a baby who did nothing wrong. My mom's parents told them exactly where they could go with that request, then warned me about the calls. I told my dad's parents if they didn't stop pressuring me, I'd cut them off completely too. They promised to back off. 5 days later, they started again, so I blocked their numbers. Then they called my mom's parents again and said some really horrible things about me, basically calling me a monster for abandoning family. Look, I know this kid is innocent, but so are thousands of other kids in foster care. To me, she's just another child who needs help, not my responsibility just because her parents destroyed my family.